Hey everyone, it's Armor Gaming. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Welcome to the exclusive first look at the brand new Nature Mythic Blossom Monster, Forge Labs. This is also the YouTuber exclusive monster. Huge shout out to SP for giving me everything I need to make this video. They provided the monster, all the cells needed to take this monster rank 5. Any gems I use will be reimbursed, and they also provide the food to feed this monster all the way to level 150. You should know that every single person playing this game is going to be able to get this monster completely free to play. You should not have to spend any kind of money. There's going to be so many different ways to get this monster. Forge Labs was created by mistake, when Dr. Watts tried to make synthetic mythic amber. It escaped Watts' clutches once it realized that the not-so-good doctor wanted to use it for evil experiments. Ultimate Attack, my final creation, disables traits on all enemies, applies Ignite, Toxins, Reverse Healings to all enemies. We have not seen Toxins in a while. So Ignite, Toxins, 2 dots, the enemy's not going to be able to heal. In fact, if they heal, this is a good ultimate, assuming it lands on everyone. You also disable Trait, that's nice. The trait of this monster, oh gosh, it's been a while since we've seen Energized. Extra 20% stamina, okay. So you have an Umbrella trait, Hardened. All status effects have a 20% that's actually against it, and you have life regen at the start of the battle for your whole entire team. That's cool. Then Energized. Yeah, as far as trait goes, I'm not that impressed. But we're going to have to look at the skills to see how he compares to the other ones, because it is a battle to find the best YouTuber-based monster. Alright, in terms of stats compared to other monsters, this monster's life stat is tied with Out of Brain, the exclusive Golden Pass monster, at 133,608, which puts the monster right around average. In terms of a power stat, this monster is not that powerful at 10,241, tied with that of Antlarian and Ammonia. Antlarian is a denier, Ammonia is a supportive monster. In terms of a speed stat, this monster is faster. He's on the faster end at 8272. Yeah, look at that. Overall, he is the 7th fastest monster in the game, so that's pretty cool. Based on the design and everything, I would guess he's like a dot dealer, stuff like that, maybe negative effects against the enemy. We're gonna have to find out. Alright, Forge Labs, let's see what you have. 4.72 million souls, deals very low nature damage to an enemy, applies poison. It's funny because the skill name sounds like it'd be so massive and powerful, and then that juxtaposes with deals very low nature damage to a single enemy. Alright, so yeah, poison, 0 cooldown. In a flask, heals allies by 20%, applies life regen to all allies, 30 stamina, 0 cooldown. Survive 50 days, applies damage boost and life regen to all of your allies, requires cooldown. So 2 life regen skills, one gives a damage boost. Monster Reality, deals low nature damage to one enemy and applies damage reduction to an enemy. This is just a 25% damage reduction like the days, without the decreased accuracy. Survive 1 million days, removes negative effects from one ally, applies triple damage to one ally. Okay, I see. So basically, if you guys want, you can use Forge Labs to replace your Elgato, your Raijins, monsters like that. You partner this monster up with a Serpentex, you partner this monster up with a Cherub Cupid, you have a Pangoliath, or now the General, the King General, and you triple damage buff OTK. And assuming you kill one enemy monster, all you need to do is have Sigil, and you can reuse this skill again. So it doesn't matter if your attacker had dots, if they had reduced accuracy, you get to cleanse negative effects, triple damage for one turn. It has a good turn cooldown, who cares, you reuse the skill. Yeah, in the world of the Blossom eras, like honestly, the cooldowns don't even matter that much. We have Hardcore Mode, deals low nature damage to all enemies, applies total damage reduction and poison to all enemies. That is 100% damage reduction. Okay, I like that. So it's kind of it's like a semi-denier. It's a denier for attackers, really. The bad thing is, monsters, if they have an effect, like it still stuns or possesses, that's still going to land. Survive 100 days, applies double damage and heals by 30%. Yeah, he's basically a replacement to the Raijins and the Elgatos and whatnot. The Scariest Fluid, deals low nature damage, applies toxins to an enemy, heals by 50%, and he has good sustainability for you and your team. Alright, so if I was to run this monster, I would give him the triple damage skill, of course. I would do the double damage skill, of course. And this is also cool because even if you don't have Sigil, okay, one day you survive 1 million days and the other day you survive 100 days, and that still basically sets up the same combo, right, without being as buffed as possible. I think the advantage of Elgato is that you have, or Raijin, you have the triple damage for longer, right? Or no, I'm not sure about Elgato, but Elgato also has a cleansing skill, Raijin does not. So there's like trade-offs, whereas this monster has, yeah, the buffs only last for one turn. Alright, anyhow, damage boost. I suppose you could even do a damage boost and then buff everything else, but not needed. Alright, so we're going to replace that. I think it might be useful. Deals 15 incoming damage. Wait, Toxins does what? Wait, I can't click on it anymore. Incoming damage will increase. Oh, wow. It's a vulnerable. Toxin's also a vulnerable. That's cool. You don't really need it as much, though, I would say, because of these buffs. The 50% heal is nice, but I think I'd rather heal everyone. So I like the 20% heal to the team and life regen. And I like low poison, damage boost, life regen, toxins. I would say it's up to you. If you want to go scariest fluid to toxins the enemy, basically give them vulnerable and heal yourself, you can do that. Or if you want to run the total damage reduction, you can do that. My biggest problem with just the total damage reduction is that it's AoE, and most of the time you're not going to need it. But I suppose it could come in handy, so it's up to you. The 3 skills I would recommend for sure are survive 1,000,000 days, survive 100 days in a flask, and then the last and final skill, ultimately up to you. Most of the time, depending on the team, you're really only going to be using these 2 skills. In terms of relics, oh, yeah, this monster can even resurrect if he dies. So similar to Algata in that fashion, you can hold a revival essence, except now you have a Blossom Mythic, so you don't have to worry about getting killed instantly. Let's give 1 revival, and then I'm sure you have, there's a stamina one. Is it Zyron's Essence when the turn starts? Yeah, so you have stamina. And then this is the monster that would run Sigil, and that way your other monster could run something else. So he's good to go there. In terms of, so yeah, so his trait doesn't even matter considering what his purpose is. So we're going to give speed. You give this monster speed. You give this monster another speed. And then you give a team speed. And you're good to go. You just need to be faster than the attacker. That's all you need to do. Be faster than the attacker to buff and cleanse. And you're good to go. So let's take out this monster into PvP and let's see what he's got. So basically this is one scenario you can see. Even though my Serpentex is not the strongest monster, we'll see if we can make it work. So let's take this monster out into PvP, and I'm going to be using my General as well, since he's basically replacing my Pangoliath. And then I'll switch to Shard of Cupid if I'm not able to OTK, but I think I'll be okay. I think I forgot to give myself another AoE though, so that's an issue. Alright, so see, I get to go first, and then remove negative effects. Boom, just like that, we're good. Pure Implosion, that's blocked. Calamitous, that's fine, I blocked the Possession. The damage mirror is kicking in as well. I think he has evasion though. I am just going to go biggest rock. Alright, max life increase. And I have triple damage and I have an AoE. Boom! OTK, right? And then Sigil kicks in, so I get to reuse the triple damage skill. Yeah, Sigil. And then Tree of Life also kicking in. Survive 1,000,000 days again, so triple damage yet again. And I can reuse my AoE again. I'm supposed to have a light-based AoE, but I forgot to run it. I think it's still, he's still prepped for the bounty hunt. Oh, I'm fast enough that I can survive 100 days. So now I have double damage and triple damage. So now when I do the AoE, they all die. Alright, awesome. Except for Marimotus. He's stubborn. He's staying alive. So that's basically the combo that's going to be with Forge Labs. If your Forge Lab somehow happens to die, maybe there's an enemy Pierce monster and they get through to you. Hey, that's cool. That's fine. Oh yeah, does anyone need healing? You could heal. I think they're good right now, but yeah, there's that heal. I could have done a triple damage buff again. So he's such a straightforward monster. Again, I think for players that really care and want to, he's just going to be replacing, here's my AoE again. He's just going to be replacing the Ryzen, the Elgatas and whatnot. It helps that he's a Blossom Arrow and he can hold Sigil. It helps that his triple damage skill cleanses, because I want to say, let's look through them real quick. So I mostly main Ryzen, and my biggest issue with Ryzen, whoops, that's not Ryzen. My biggest issue with Ryzen is that he can't cleanse negative effects. So I have to run Pain Distiller to get rid of the dots. Otherwise, I can start the game off with the Bleeding Poison and my damage output is reduced. But I love that the triple damage lasts for 2 turns. So applies triple damage, restores cooldowns, and gives 100% stamina. And then it's just double damage and stamina. So triple, double, that's normally what I do. With Elgata, I'm working on ranking up my Elgata for ever I need it. The good thing about Elgata is you do have that dodge area. I think you're 130 there. Elgata. So you do have revival as well. And then, yeah, applies triple damage for 1 turn. And then removes negative effects. So the double damage skill cleanses, which is nice to have. But yeah, going back to our new monster, Forge Labs. So he might be the best YouTuber monster we have, just because of the fact that you can buff the way we're buffing. Alright, if we do someone stronger, like my Cherub Cupid, I think is maxed out, even though I haven't fed him. Feed to 150. Winged Armor Claw. Yeah, this becomes a super easy, straightforward triple damage buff, AoE. Triple damage buff, AoE. And again, with Sigil, you can reuse your stronger AoE if needed. Oh, shoot. We are taking on... I think we'll be okay with the triple damage buff, right? Survive 1 million days. Alright, let's see. Lust. Oh, yeah, we still TK. Aw, poor Pango. Look at him with his little 521k life with a level 10 rune. I have almost a million with a level 9 rune. Alright, we're gonna do Lust Wings. Boom, yeah, that's basically what this monster is there for. And, ooh, be careful. Now when they attack me, the damage mirror is gonna hurt them if they attack me. Essence. Alright, oh wait, but again, Cherry Cupid, because he has... Ooh, he died because of my shield. The damage mirror won't work on Cherry Cupid since your generals, even though you have the damage mirror, it's a pierce, so it goes through it. Alright guys, but Forge Lab, actually a pretty decent monster if you can get him ranked up. Not a bad idea. If you can breed him, if your teammates buy cells or gems and you get a lot of cells for him, not necessarily a bad monster, I would say. Could really help you in the rank up survival dungeon just to breeze through it. Boom, boom, you know. Just buff, kill, buff, kill, buff, kill. So, not the worst thing in the game, I would say. Cool design too. I love the design. Such a straightforward monster. In a regular team, I think he can still be good. Even if you don't have a Pierce monster, he can still be good. Obviously, in the PvP meta though, it is a lot of like you have to get through taunts, you have to get through megatons. So that's something you have to keep in mind. But yeah, still pretty good. Like if I replace, let's do Elf. I feel like the PvP meta needs a Pierce monster of sorts. So even if we put like Elf in here, Dark Elf, 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 where are you? Boom, and we'll give you another Strength. Perfect. Give you Strength. Give you. What do I want to give you? Another Spear of Destiny? Sure. Give you that. Give you Cane Sword. Give you a Tetsuman's Mask. Keep Sigil on you. We are good. Attack, team, fight. Same thing with the triple damage buff. You're basically going to be able to single target, kill whoever you want, and then go from there. Poseidonia, Slumster. Poseidonia is probably the biggest threat, so we'll go for you. I'm poisoned at the start of the battle because of the beast. We can cleanse that away real quick. Implosion, it's all blocked. Package bomb, lost my positive effects. Good thing I can recover stamina right now. And then boom, 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 you know. Aim for weak. What do I have? I still have triple damage. Pure. Okay, cool. So heart infection, 1.26 mil. Dead. Sigil, I get to triple damage buff again if I get any negative effects in that small time. Biggest rock. If I get any negative effects, I could just cleanse it away again. Right, survive 1 million days, triple damage again. Watch, wait, learn. To the sewer, and infection again. And again, always reusing your best attack. So, however you want to dice it. Just the fact that you're a Blossom that can reuse the skills and keep doing triple damage and cleansing, I'm going to say it's pretty good. It works out. And for the meta right now, works out. So, guys, that's going to be it for my video on Forge Labs. Let me know what you guys think about them in the comments below. Any thoughts? Thank you very much, and remember to subscribe.